Something just happened in the Heartland world that nobody saw coming. Amber Marshall, the woman we've watched grow, love, and heal on screen as Amy Fleming, has shared news that's left fans completely stunned. Could this mean the end of an era? Or the start of something even bigger? The screen fades from black as soft, emotional music begins to play. A slow montage of the Heartland ranch appears, golden sunlight over the fields, horses running free, the Heartland house standing quietly in the distance. Then we hear a voice, calm but filled with tension. Amber Marshall has done something that's got the entire Heartland community talking. Clips flash quickly, Amy comforting a horse, a tearful goodbye scene, and fans reacting on social media. The captions fly across the screen. What just happened? I can't believe this. Say it isn't true. The narrator continues, for years Amber Marshall has been the heart and soul of Heartland. Her calm strength, her compassion, her deep bond with the horses, they've made Amy Fleming a symbol of hope for millions of viewers around the world. But now, something unexpected has shaken that bond. The tone grows quieter. A single image fills the screen. Amber, standing on the ranch, smiling softly. The voice continues, it's not a scene from the show. It's real life. And what she revealed recently has left fans asking one question. What does this mean for the future of Heartland? The background sound shifts slightly, a low, suspenseful hum. We see flashes of the upcoming episode trailer, Jack's worried face, Amy staring into the distance, Lou talking to someone off camera. The narrator whispers, Episode 7 of Season 19 might just be the most emotional one yet. And Amber's recent words hint that something huge is coming, both on and off screen. A quick cut, Amber's past interviews play in soft clips, where she talks about growing up on the show, the family she's built with her castmates, and how Heartland changed her life. Then the screen freezes on a new headline. Amber Marshall's unexpected news breaks the internet. The narrator's voice becomes deeper, almost like a secret being shared. Late last night, Amber Marshall posted something that fans weren't ready for. Within minutes, the news spread like wildfire. Some say it's the beginning of a new chapter. Others fear it could be goodbye. The camera zooms into the glowing Heartland barn lights as the music swells. In this video, we're diving deep into what Amber said, how fans are reacting, and what this could mean for Heartland's future. But first, let's go back to where it all started. The story that made Heartland more than just a TV show. The screen cuts to black. A heartbeat sound echoes once. Then the logo, Heartland Season 19 Episode 7, trailer fades in with glowing light. The narrator concludes this first segment softly. Amber Marshall has always been full of surprises. But this one feels different. The music fades, replaced by the sound of wind across the open plains, the peaceful sounds of the Heartland ranch. Horses graze in the distance, and the morning sun paints everything in soft gold. But behind this calm beauty lies a storm of emotions, questions, and changes that have been building all season long. The narrator's voice is steady, thoughtful. For more than 15 years, Heartland has been more than just a show. It's been a home for Amy, for her family, and for every fan who found comfort in their story. We've watched Amy grow from a young girl into a strong woman who carries the weight of love, loss, and responsibility. But this season, something feels different. Clips from Season 19 roll across the screen, Amy standing alone by Spartan's stall, Georgie training with quiet focus, and Jack watching from the porch with that familiar look of concern. Each scene feels heavy, like the calm before a storm. The narrator continues. The last few episodes have shown us a side of Amy we haven't seen before, one that's torn between the life she's built and the new future calling her name. Fans have noticed it too. Every look, every pause, every quiet moment, it's like Amber's eyes are telling us something that words can't. A slow zoom shows Amy staring out at the open fields, the wind in her hair. She's been through so much, the voice says softly. The loss of Ty still lingers, no matter how much time passes. Every step she takes, every choice she makes carries his memory. But now, in Season 19, Episode 7, Amy faces a decision that could change everything. The music shifts, deeper now, more emotional. A montage begins, Lou arguing at the kitchen table, Jack shaking his head, Katie running out of the barn. The Fleming family has always stood together, but this season, even their bond is being tested. Change is in the air, and it's not just in the story, it's behind the scenes too. A brief pause. Then the voice lowers. Amber Marshall has been the heart of Heartland since the very beginning. Her connection to the show runs deeper than any script or role. But recently, fans noticed something unusual. Interviews felt more personal. Her words carried more weight. There was a quiet sadness behind her smile, like she was saying goodbye without actually saying it. Soft piano music starts to play. Viewers began to wonder, is Amy leaving Heartland? Is Amber stepping back? Or is there a twist we don't see coming? Clips of old interviews play, Amber laughing with Sean Johnston, Jack, hugging Michelle Morgan, Lou, and talking about how Heartland has shaped her life. Amber once said Heartland was like a second family, that walking onto set every day felt like coming home. So if she's now hinting at something unexpected, what could that mean? The visuals slow. A shot of the Heartland Ranch at sunset appears, the sky glowing orange and pink. The narrator whispers, in the upcoming episode 7, the trailer gives us small clues, Amy's long pause before she speaks. The look Jack gives her, the way the music suddenly fades to silence. Every frame feels like a message. Then the camera cuts to a close-up of Amber from a behind-the-scenes clip, her eyes filled with emotion. It's not just acting, the voice says. It feels real. Like she's living these emotions off-screen too. The music fades to a hush. Heartland has always been about growth, about letting go of the past while holding on to what truly matters. Maybe that's what this is? Maybe Amber's unexpected news isn't an ending, but a beginning. A new chapter in her life and in ours as fans. The camera pans over the Heartland logo carved into the wooden gate. The narrator ends softly, as season 19 builds toward its most emotional episode yet. One question remains, what did Amber Marshall really mean when she said, "It's time for something new"? The sound of the wind sweeps through again. The horses run across the field and the screen fades to black, leaving the echo of their hooves like a heartbeat. Only the sound of a gentle breeze moves across the open fields. Then a single notification sound echoes. The camera zooms into a phone screen lighting up. It's Amber Marshall's verified account. Her latest post reads, "Sometimes change isn't goodbye. It's growth." The narrator's voice cuts through the quiet, soft but steady. That single sentence stopped the entire Heartland fandom in its tracks. Within minutes, Amber's message was everywhere, shared, discussed, and replayed in thousands of fan videos. People couldn't believe it. Was Amber hinting at leaving Heartland? Or was she teasing something even bigger? The screen fades into a collage of fan tweets, heart emojis, and broken hearts filling the timeline. The narrator continues, Amber didn't say much more, but sometimes silence says everything. After nearly 2 decades of playing Amy Fleming, a role that defined her career, she's chosen to step back, just for a while, to focus on herself and new creative projects. The music turns melancholic. She revealed that filming season 19 had been one of the most emotional experiences of her life. Every scene, every tear, every goodbye in front of the camera, it all carried a deeper meaning. She said, "I poured my heart into this season because I knew it represented a turning point. Not just for Amy, but for me too." Images of Amber behind the scenes fade in her hugging the crew, laughing between takes and holding back tears as the cameras stop rolling. "This wasn't just acting," the narrator says softly. "This was a farewell filled with love, not forever, but for now." The tone deepens. Fans who have followed Amber from the start know how much she values the ranch, the cast, and every fan who's believed in Amy's story. Her words in a recent live stream confirmed what many had felt, that she's ready to explore new horizons. Whether it's working on her own production, helping animals full-time, or simply taking a break from the long filming schedule, Amber made it clear she's doing this out of love, not loss. The music swells. She said, "Heartland will always be home." But even home is a place you sometimes leave, only to find your way back. Those words hit deep. They weren't just about the show, they were about life, change, and courage. It's a message Amy Fleming herself might have given us. Clips from the episode 7 trailer flash in slow motion, Amy looking out over the fields, Jack standing beside her, both silent. The wind picks up dust around their boots. This scene, the narrator says, suddenly feels like more than just a story. It feels like Amber's goodbye letter to the fans, spoken not with words but with emotion. The tone shifts again, suspenseful and tender. But here's the twist. Amber also hinted that her departure might not be permanent. In a brief comment reply that many almost missed, she wrote, "Who knows what the future holds? The heart always finds its way home." That single line gave fans hope that Amy's story may not be over yet. The visuals show fans reacting with tears, hope, and joy. One post reads, "Amber, take all the time you need. Heartland will wait for you." Another says, "This isn't goodbye. It's see you later," the narrator adds. It's rare for an actor to leave such a mark on a show that their presence becomes part of its soul. Amber Marshall isn't just Amy Fleming, she is Heartland. And that's why this news hit so hard. It's not just about losing a character. It's about watching a friend take the next step in her life. The background fades into the sound of hooves galloping across the plains. Amber ended her message with a final promise. The story doesn't end here, it just takes a different path. And as fans look toward season 19, episode 7, they realize that maybe this episode isn't just another chapter. It's a bridge between what was and what's coming next. The screen transitions from the golden light of the ranch to a dark sky full of stars. The narrator closes the section gently. Sometimes, the most shocking news isn't bad, it's brave. Amber Marshall didn't break Heartland. She reminded us why we fell in love with it in the first place, because it's real, it's human, and it's full of heart. The screen opens on a flood of fan messages rolling across the background, glowing comments, crying emojis, heartfelt words. The soft strumming of an acoustic guitar plays underneath. Gentle and nostalgic, the narrator's voice enters quietly. The moment Amber's message went live, the Heartland community came alive in a way no one expected. Thousands of fans from around the world, from Canada to Australia, from small-town viewers to lifelong followers, all shared one thing in common: emotion. As the camera pans across screenshots of heartfelt comments, the voice continues. Some fans cried, some smiled, and some simply sat in silence, staring at their screens, trying to take it all in. For many, Heartland isn't just a show, it's comfort, it's family, it's a reflection of growing up and holding on. The visuals shift to fan reaction videos, people sitting in front of their cameras, voices trembling. One fan says, "Amber, you've been my hero since I was a kid. You taught me that healing takes time." Another whispers, "I can't imagine Heartland without you. But I understand why you have to follow your heart," the narrator softly adds. It's rare for a TV show to touch people this deeply. Heartland didn't just entertain, it healed. And that's why Amber's announcement felt like a piece of home changing forever. Slow piano begins to blend with the guitar. The screen cuts to clips from past episodes, Amy riding Spartan through the fields. Jack's wise smile, Lou's laughter, Ty's warm grin in old footage. Every moment, the narrator says, feels heavier now, filled with memories. It's like the fans are reliving every goodbye they've ever seen on the show, only this time it's real. Then, a subtle shift in tone, hopeful and bright. But not all reactions were sad. Some fans saw Amber's words as a promise, a sign that her story isn't over, just changing paths. Messages poured in saying, "We'll wait for you, Amber. And take all the time you need, Heartland will always be home." That's the beauty of this community. It doesn't just fade when the camera stops rolling. It holds on. The background shows a montage of horses running across wide fields. Maybe that's what Amber wanted us to remember, the narrator says. That change doesn't mean the end of love. It means growth, freedom, and trust, the same values Heartland has always stood for. The music swells gently as the narrator continues. Episode 7 is set to be the emotional center of Season 19, a moment that brings everything full circle. From the trailer's short scenes, we can already sense it. Amy standing in the barn, her eyes glistening with tears. Jack's hand on her shoulder. The quiet, powerful silence that says more than words ever could. This isn't just another episode. It's a goodbye wrapped in hope. The tone deepens with meaning. And maybe that's what makes Amber Marshall's news so powerful. She didn't shock fans with drama or scandal. She moved them with honesty. She reminded everyone that even heroes need to rest. And even the strongest hearts sometimes choose a new trail. The visuals fade to a wide shot of the Heartland ranch at dusk, the sky turning deep purple. The lights inside the house glowing warmly. The narrator's voice softens. Heartland has always been about the bond between humans and the land, between families and their dreams. Amber's story is proof that this bond doesn't break, it evolves. A slow zoom on the ranch sign. The words, "The heart will always find its way home," fade across the screen. The narrator concludes with a voice filled with warmth and emotion. So, as we wait for Heartland Season 19, Episode 7, remember, every ending is just the start of another story. Whether Amber returns or walks a new path, her spirit will always live on in the fields, in the horses, and in every heart she's touched. The music rises one last time, hopeful and full of light. The final image appears, Amy riding Spartan across the open fields. Fading into the sunrise, the narrator whispers the closing line. Because in Heartland, love never truly leaves. It just rides on. The screen fades to black. Text appears. What do you think Amber's news means for Heartland's future? Share your thoughts below. Subscribe for more updates, breakdowns, and exclusive Heartland stories.